Hey everyone, hopefully you're doing well and good. I'm broken by another defeat we have suffered at the hands of Everton at Goodison Park. A 2-0 defeat, our third defeat in 4 games is not even a surprise anymore. We all expected it and everything right now is just going back to worse. Loss has become a norm at Chelsea right now, we just keep on losing. But I think now it's time to again discuss on what went wrong, what we can take forward and what is again the problems we are facing. So I'm going to give my 5 things learned from this game, my opinion. So before I start, requesting you to smash the like and subscribe, and your opinion means a lot to me. Do let me know your 5 things learned and opinion on the game. Today the manager played the lineup that all the fans wanted. He played the lineup that everybody wanted to see. Broha over Jackson, Mudryk over Sterling, Disasi Badiashile play together and Cucurella James at fullback. And the result is same. And this is why I keep on saying on this channel, we can keep blaming the manager all we want, but it's not going to change immediately. Again, we did not play that bad. It was one of our better performances in recent weeks, better than United. Better than Newcastle, but again, we got beaten. Why? We have no clinical edge. You can play Broha or Jackson, anyone. Both are young, both are inexperienced, and you go on to other parts of the place right now. We have got no option right now on the bench, the injuries. Sterling came on, he absolutely awful substitute appearance today. And again, we can keep blaming manager, but it can only work with what we have got right now. If we have played some good football this season, but we were not clinical in the box. Jackson has some chances in the game. We should have been leading in the halftime against United if Jackson can finish that header. But I'm not even criticizing Jackson. He's a young boy who has a lot to learn, a lot to develop. Broha is coming back after a serious injury. It's going to take him time to settle. But also they are playing in an environment where they have to straight away play well or otherwise a disaster. This is why you need to sign an experienced player and it's all gone down the window. This is the problem. So again I will say, he played the right lineup that every fan wanted and again you can see the result. You can blame the manager as much as you want. You bring another manager, he might fulfill your wish and drop Conor Gallagher, then what goes to happen? We have to understand the squad has so many problems. The issue runs deeper. The problem is deeper. We have no clinical edge, no experience, no power, no know-how. It's going to take a long time before we are back to the best. And this is why blaming the manager is the most easiest solution right now for us to do. If we have to blame anyone, that has to be the ownership and the scouting for the way they are building this team, not just the manager, because that's the easy way always to go and blame the manager. Now I will again talk about one thing that Pochettino is really frustrating me with. That is playing Enzo Fernandez so high up the pitch. He did it earlier in the season. We did not pay any good results with that and he changed it. And again he has went back to the same old. I don't know why he's trying Enzo Fernandez in his more higher role, trying to attack the box. That is not the game of Enzo Fernandez. I don't know about can it be improved, but right now I just don't see the instinct from him scoring goals, instinct to be in the final box. And again, we keep on leaving Caicedo isolated and then everybody on the online and everybody will criticize Caicedo for the performance. But Enzo is so high up the field for a player who is more like a deep line playmaker, who should be more deeper with Caicedo, and then the forward players should be doing their part. Right now, he's not a box-to-box midfielder. I think even Caicedo might do a better job going a bit more forward. Enzo is just not there right now. Caicedo is not a lone DM. He's not an isolated midfielder. I don't know what Pochettino is trying to do. I know LAVIA being injured is a big blow because when LAVIA is back, we might play 4-3-3, but with Pochettino playing players out of position, I'm not even sure he's going to play 4-3-3. I'm not even sure he plays LAVIA as number 10. So as much as I want to back Pochettino, he has to be consistent in player positioning. Why are you playing Enzo as out of position? Enzo is not a player who can play high up the field and I don't understand why Poch is hell-bent on this experiment, which is not going to work. I will not deny I got it wrong. In the summer transfer window, once we could not get Vlahovic and reports were coming that Broha will be fit, I thought it's time to continue with these 2 strikers. We have spent 35-40 million on Jackson. We have Armando Broha in our wings. It was time to play both of them. And I was thinking in my way, where we have got these 2 strikers, both are young, it's no point signing striker and breaking their confidence right now, especially with the striker market with absolute crisis. But right now, Armando Broha is just coming back from injury. He's still very young. He's inexperienced. He's coming back from an injury. He's lacking sharpness and he's not looking good right now. And the problem is the team is in mid-table and we need immediate results. Jackson, I'm not underestimating him. I really like the talent. I see this boy having a lot of good abilities, good dribbling, good running. But the same old problem with Jackson is he isn't clinical. He's young and inexperienced. You can criticize Broha, you can criticize Jackson. The reality is they should have been playing under an experienced striker and learning his trade while other could have been sent on a loan. And right now, as much as that time I thought NKUNKU will be the one leading, right now with NKUNKU then got injured, which I did not expect at that time. I think either once NKUNKU is back and if NKUNKU is back to his best, we stay with NKUNKU as a number 9 and play one of Broha and Jackson as a substitute, or otherwise we need to go and find an experienced number 9, because that's the only way I think we can save our season. But now, before I end this point, I will only say one thing: who is there in the market? Osimhen is not coming in January. Tony will take time to get fit. It could be by March or April. I think, to be really honest right now, this is not the solution right now. It's just lamenting on a mistake in the summer transfer window. I think we all are talking about having NKUNKU back very soon. We even want to have Chukwuemeka very soon, because he will make a difference as well, especially from the bench. But I think the biggest player we need to right now talk about is LAVIA. I know we need goals and we need NKUNKU back, but defensively right now, we are a shambles. Caicedo is struggling, Enzo is struggling because of the structure, and I think we need LAVIA back. Because right now, defensively, we are struggling. Caicedo is being absolutely awful right now in the isolated role. And I think to get the best performance out of Caicedo, which we used to see at Brighton, when he used to play with a player like McAllister, Caicedo is not a DM. Caicedo is not an isolated player. He has to go a bit forward. He has to be a bit along with someone else. And I think LAVIA is needed for Caicedo and Enzo to play well, or at least one of them. We need LAVIA back very soon. And NKUNKU, again, I will say we need him, because we can't just score goal. We need both of them back very soon. But I think with LAVIA is very much less talked about. I think LAVIA should be also talked about in high regard. We need both of them back. We can have NKUNKU back and we might score 1-2 goals extra, but we'll still concede goals every game. Caicedo is still not playing at the standard we expect. Enzo is not having really good performances. And I think that can only change once both LAVIA and NKUNKU are back. Because right now, without both of them, we are struggling. Attackingly, we are struggling without Christopher NKUNKU, because we have no clinical finisher, someone who's been at these stages before in his life. And then at the back, we are struggling right now with a person that's going to sit near to the defenders and help them. Caicedo is just not that. And I think we need LAVIA back. And I think also our midfielders right now playing absolutely on their last leg. They can't be rotated. And for just a bit of rest and rotation, we need LAVIA back. Hugo Chukwu is still very young. And I think right now, Hugo Chukwu is not at the level, and we need LAVIA back very soon. I think we could have at least kept one of Santos and Casadei, who played preseason, who showed positive signs, and you loaned Santos to Nottingham Forest for no reason. But what's happened, that's happened. We need LAVIA back, and we need LAVIA back very soon right now. REECE James, I think right now has missed his rivals. Everyone to criticize him. I feel for REECE James. He will be right now the most sad person with his issues going on, because he is one of the most talented footballer right now in the world, but nothing right now in terms of his body and injuries working with him. It really feels sad, because this boy could have been at the top of the pinnacle, but nothing right now is going right for him. I think REECE, the club, the medical staff, everybody needs to find a long-term solution, because this is just affecting REECE James' career, his growth, and I think they need to find a long-term solution. This cannot just keep continuing, where every time he comes back he gets injured, and again his development is really affected. So really feel for him. But this also shows the role of Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto, I will say, is not at the level of REECE James, but he offers us attacking quality, he offers us width, he is a proper right back. Cucurella in this inverted role is horrific, and I can't even blame Cucurella. And then you go on to Disasi, he's not good at right back. We need more Malo Gusto back very soon, because at least with Malo Gusto we can play good football. He might not be a REECE James, but he can still do a very, very good job. He can still help us play some good football. And today again showed the importance of Malo Gusto. With Malo Gusto, we were having good partnership with Malo Gusto Sterling, and Malo Gusto today might have offered us some edge in the box, at least some crosses for Broha, at least some link up with Cole Palmer, because Cole Palmer was left isolated the right side. He had no one to link up with, and that is a problem. So again today showed the importance of Malo Gusto, and we need him back very soon right now. But also with REECE, I think we all need to find a long-term solution, and they need to discuss why this issue is so much recurring and getting even worse right now.